We have exclusive insight into a Clayton County cop shooting and killing a dog. Police have told us the dog was acting aggressively toward a child and that officer tried to protect him. But the dog's owner says there's more to the story. Tonight, that little boy and his mother are speaking out, only with News Edge reporter Rob D'Arienzo.
Well, there are some very different accounts of exactly what happened on this road that led to that officer opening fire and killing that dog. The boy's mom says she is incredibly thankful that cop was there, but the dog's owner says he didn't have to die.
Rocco! Rocco! No, Rocco!
This video shows that Clayton County police officer pointing his gun at that dog on Millstone Drive last Thursday. Moments later, he shoots and kills it. Rashida Kazoko says that dog was chasing her 13-year-old son.
I saw him running. Help, 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 mommy, help.
They sat down exclusively with Fox 5. He says he was walking home with his mom and 3 siblings when that dog ran up on him.
Immediately I jumped onto the roadside. The dog now barked and started chasing me, so I now started running.
The boy says he was terrified, and the Clayton County officer who lives in the neighborhood came to his defense, first with a baton and then pepper spray.
When he used his baton, the dog didn't want to stop coming. And then he used his pepper spray from there. That's when I left.
By the time the 13-year-old ran back home up the street, he says he heard the gunshot.
I don't know if y'all heard it. Let me see if y'all heard something.
Clayton County officer who lives in the neighborhood came to his defense, first with a baton and then pepper spray.
When he used his baton, the dog didn't want to stop coming. And then he used his pepper spray from there. That's when I left.
There you go. That's that single mother notification. That's what it is. That's a single mother notification right there. That damn alarm, man. That damn alarm. Y'all hear it in the background? That's that single mother notification. They don't ever change the smoke alarm. They'll never change the batteries. They just get immune to it after a while. Never change the smoke alarm detector. Never change the smoke detector batteries. You just hear that every time. That's the #1 way to tell a single mother. You watch a video, and if you hear that smoke detector in the background, that's a single mother right there.
Left.
By the time the 13-year-old ran back home up the street, he says he heard the gunshot.
Oh, man.
We're blurring the officer's face because the department hasn't indicated wrongdoing.
It didn't have to happen like that. Rocco did not deserve to lose his life.
I'm sorry, lady, but he won't smiling like that at that cop. He won't smiling like that when he was chasing that little boy, I bet you. He definitely wasn't like that when he was in front of that cop right there. You saying it didn't have to happen. You know what? Not everybody needs dogs. I'm going to say it. Not everybody needs dogs. Maybe you should have got off your ass and went over there and grabbed your dog or something. Maybe you should have went over there and tried to de-escalate that. You just sat down saying, no, Rocco, no. He's not listening to you, lady. What do you want him to do? And if you look at him when he started at the front of that white car right there, at the moment the cop started to shoot him, he was no longer at that spot. He was fully behind the car now, which means he was creeping. He was moving forward. The cop wasn't backing up. So that means that dog was getting closer. So we shot him. Now, I will say I don't condone any violence to any animals, especially dogs. My lucky he pisses me off to no end. But I go crazy, something happened to him. One thing Lucky doesn't do is Lucky don't go chasing people. Lucky don't look vicious, barking and going crazy at some cop with a gun. I'm sorry, there's just some things my dog won't do. I think my dog's smarter than that, especially when he got me as an owner. Okay? I don't understand some people with animals. I don't understand this video. I don't understand why are you just calling your dog's name. He's obviously not coming. I know a guy right now with a cane corso, big ass dog. He will not leave his owner's side without his owner's permission. He not going crazy at no dogs, no people, no nothing. If you getting too close to his owner and he don't know you, he gonna go crazy. But he got him so trained, he gonna calm him down right then and there. Just verbal command. He sit down, chill, good mode. He's nothing like Rocco. Nothing. Maybe you don't know how to train this dog. Maybe you didn't know how to train this dog. Maybe you didn't know. Okay, maybe you didn't know your dog could be this damn vicious. I don't know. But to say he broke his leash, I would like to see what the hell that leash was. This is a big ass dog. If you had some little skimpy ass little Dollar Tree damn leash on him, then you should have lost him. Not that way, but somebody should have came and taken him or something. I don't like the fact that he shot him. I did not see the dog running towards him. I think that would have been grounds for him to shoot if the dog was running towards him. But the dog maybe just seemed like he was maybe creeping. Okay. I don't think he should have shot him. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't think he should have shot him. I don't see the dog running to him. Then he probably would have had grounds to go ahead and shoot him because he's vicious. He already looked vicious from the beginning of the video, but then right up to the point where he shoots him, he completely disappears behind the car. But you have enough space between the car and the officer to see that you do not, at the time he shoots, you do not see that dog running. You don't see the dog at all. So the dog probably was not running towards him. But maybe creeping because at the very beginning of the video, you see the full body of the dog. And by the time he gets to the point of shooting him, you don't see the dog at all. He's completely behind the car. So the dog was maybe creeping. But I don't see the dog running at him. So I don't think he should have shot.
The 2-year-old Rottweiler belonged to Renee Senegal. She says she was home at the time and Rocco broke free from his leash.
He was looking to play. When he see my grandson and his best friend, that's all he want to do is play.
Senegal claims they've had prior issues with that police officer neighbor and he could have diffused the situation by knocking on her door. But Kazoko says the whole ordeal left her and her kids traumatized, and she was grateful he stepped in.
If the cop was not there, I don't know if I would have lost him and lose all the other children.
Kazoko and Senegal haven't spoken. We were unable to reach the officer for comment.
I just want everyone to know that Rocco was not an aggressive dog.
Hold up. Did she just say what I think she said?
Him and lose all the other children.
Kazoko and Senegal haven't spoken.
Roscoe wasn't an aggressive dog.
We were unable to reach the officer for comment.
I just want everyone to know that Rocco was not an aggressive dog. We are sorry that he got loose and we take full responsibility for that, but he didn't have to lose his life.
He's barking and inching forward. Now, I don't say he was about to attack. It doesn't like, and I'm not no dog expert, and I'm not a dog trainer. Okay. I don't know a lot of the subtle signs. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know dogs like that. But what I will say from personal experience, I don't see this dog running to attack. I don't see him running to attack. I see him standing guard. What I hated to see, though, not only was this cop shooting him, but the owner sitting there calling his name as if he's listening to her. You literally hear her in the video saying, "No, Rocco, don't." And he's not listening to you. At what point do you actually go grab this dog or actually defuse it? Why are you putting it on the cop to defuse the situation by knocking on your door? So the video obviously is not before this point. But from the video, I want to know at what point could this cop went and knocked on your door the way your dog look like he's standing guard. It doesn't look like this cop has a chance to go knock on anybody's door because he has to keep his eye on this dog because this dog is inching forward and he is snapping. And then obviously he moves forward because I don't really see the cop move at all. But I do see the dog inch forward to the point where you cannot see him no more. And he's completely behind the car. Why is your dog out? Why is your dog not on the leash? Oh, he broke the leash? Well, why don't you make sure you got him then? It's not on nobody else's responsibility but the owners. You're supposed to control your own dog. Not everybody should have dogs. But I also don't think that the cop took enough time to assess whether he had more time than to just shoot the dog. I do not see the dog running and lunging at him. The dog was inching, for sure. That's fact. We cannot negate that. The dog was inching forward. And her saying, this is what gets me. She says the cop could have de-escalated the situation by knocking on her door, but you clearly hear her outside calling Rocco. So why would he have to knock on your door? I'm like, you're clearly outside and see what's going on. Because my question is, what would have you done if he was somehow able to knock on your door? What would you have done? Because you were already outside and see what's going on. Why the hell couldn't you just do whatever it was you were going to do if he had knocked on your door? That's confusing to me. I don't get that part. You saying he could have de-escalated by knocking on your door, but you were already outside. According to the video, you hear you screaming for your dog Rocco. What were you going to do if he were able to knock on your door? Because my question is, couldn't you just did that same damn thing right now when you outside and see what's going on?
And at this point, Clayton County Police say their investigation into exactly what happened on this street is active.
I don't know. I think this could have been a better owner. I think the owner could have done something and a lot more and better to control her own dog and not put that responsibility on anybody else. Also, I think the cop might have jumped too early. I can understand if the dog started lunging at him and then he fired, but to fire when the dog was inching forward, but I don't think your life was threatened when the dog was just inching forward and you decided not to move at all. It seemed like maybe your plan was because that cop was in the driveway. He lives there, according to the reports, and there was his car in the driveway and he lives there. He is a neighbor. So maybe, they already had dealings before and he was already, ready to put that dog down because of how that dog is. And maybe the owner wasn't getting any training or doing their due diligence to make sure this dog was not terrorizing anybody. So just an unfortunate situation. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the video. Before I get to that, if you have any videos you want to send me and want me to react to, my email, send them to my email. My email will be down in the description. As always, like and subscribe for the channel and the algorithm. As always, I love you. The channel loves you. Till next time. I feel like I'm good on my own. Don't need nobody beside me.